our first look at Mars First Logistics. Hello again there, friends and fans. Raptor here, and welcome to our first look at a demo available soon, TM, on Steam. By the way, if you haven't already added this game to your wish list, I believe it will pop up on Steam too if you'd like to try out the demo and or get it in full. If you love games like Trailmakers and or SnowRunner perhaps, this is definitely the game for you, as we'll be exploring and delivering cargo on the surface of Mars for the settlers and colonists who are building the first settlements on Mars. Without further ado, let's jump into the demo and take our first look. Welcome to Mars First Logistic Demo. It'll be your job to deliver important cargo between outposts here on Mars using your remote-controlled modular rover. Since this is your first day on the job, spend a little time getting familiar with your vehicle's controls. Alright, so typical WASD to move around and, of course, to control the camera. And look at that art style, man. Absolutely love it. Not only is the music good, but also I really like how they show the curvature or the contours of the planet with the lines and such. I've seen another game like this before, but can't quite put my finger on it. But I'm definitely getting Trailmakers vibes already from this little exploration rover. Alright, let's go ahead and use our camera. And look at that dust cloud, man. That is so cool. Rip and dip, brother. Hey, and look at that. We've made something. Oh, great. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and cover that up so I don't get Susaned. There we go. Totally unintentional. Alright, R to reset if we get stuck. Oh, and it's just like Lego. Snapping together. Very nice. Okay, new contract available. Watering can. Press tab to access the map and view your inbox. And this is our map where we can manage contracts and plan deliveries. With it, we can accept from here and then go to the destination. Are we able to make waypoints then? Well, we can kind of mark waypoints, but you can see as we zoom in, we can find out the elevation of the planet and set up our deliveries a little bit more precisely, so that way, if we're going to go over a massive mountain or through a giant crater, we can either go around it, over it, or through it, I suppose, based on what kind of vehicle we have. Right, so they want us to go all the way here to pick up the cargo and then to deliver it there. So they want us to pick up the watering can from the astronaut's habitat to the greenhouse, which is about 0.9 kilometers away. They'll pay us 30, which I assume is where we can buy more stuff. There's many more stations to discover and contracts to complete in the full game. So this is just a little bite-sized snippet of what the big map will be, all the way down to the pole of the planet to giant mountains. Wow, that's cool looking. All right. Let's go pick up our watering can. So I love the driving already, love the sounds, love the dust and such that kicks up. We're going to go ahead and follow the marker then. Love this. Let's go dip over a little rock here and see what happens. Well, this is a perfect one. I think it'll bring us to a full stop. Well, we'll zip around them then. I feel like they're a little too jagged for us to drive over at the moment. But let's get to our first destination. Boy, really lacking a lot of vegetation on this map. No trees or anything. Boy, devs are lazy, aren't they? Nah, I'm just kidding. We haven't terraformed Mars yet. Alright, so we can press V to edit our vehicle. Oh, hi there, watering can. Oh, hello. We're supposed to pick you up. You can modify your vehicle here. The toolbar lets you change attachments and load blueprints, or we could save our own. Excellent. There's one specific for this job, and there's more blueprints to unlock in the full game. So if you're not so much of a builder, but you like to drive things, I guess you can load already predetermined blueprints, or if you modify them, you can save them here. So that's pretty cool. So we have more parts to play with if we need to, but I guess we'll just go with what already exists. Don't need to be too fancy. Just picking up a watering can. Press C to hold, or to see controls. There we go. Or hold it to see. There we go. So we can adjust our servo and use this hook then to grab the top of the watering can. That'll be useful. Carry the cargo to the drop-off point to complete the contract. And we can always restart contracts if we need to. Alright, let's go around the other way. Lots of interesting designs already I can think of by using those extra servos that we saw, the hydraulics. Let's go ahead and grab this. Or actually, if we tip it upwards. There we go. Ah, close. Well, we'll grab it this way. Excuse me. Perfect. Okay, let's go. You're coming with me. That's my purse. Wow, look at the little habitat, too. Looking nice with multiple delivery points. It seems like we'll be coming back to many of these different delivery points in the future. You can see a factory somewhere off in the distance, the habitat back there, and an area that looks like a farm. Ah, looks like they're growing something here. Orange trees? Ah, so we deliver it there. And new contract available to deliver a crate somewhere. Funds earned 30, balance 30. So that must be for buying additional parts and such. When you're ready, press tab to open the map and accept the next contract. All right, well, let's pick up the crate from the storage depot to the greenhouse. Okay, we got to bring that here so we can probably pick up oranges next. So with the watering can, we've made oranges. And now with the crate, we can pick those up and maybe deliver those back to the habitat. Oh, no. The crate is a little too high for us to get to. All right. Well, let's fix that then. Parts tool will allow you to attach and remove parts from your module. Of course. Press space to see your inventory and select new parts to attach. Yeah, we're definitely going to need that. Now there's our inventory and how many we have. And completing contracts earns funds to where we can see our current balance and buy more. Nice. So if we want to, we can buy more of these, but I think we're good with what we got. Let's go with a an extendo. Attach or remove with left and right click and rotate with A and D. Go ahead and make this a little further extendo. Actually, you know what? I've got an idea here. Let's go ahead and make this something along these lines. If we put a servo in the middle, which also we have the ability to paint our parts too, so let's paint our servos here red if we can. Can we paint? Must be a way to do it as you're building it. That's how you select your color. You have to detach or oh, actually right click. Nice. Okay. All right, let's make ourselves a little. Oh yes, of course. All right, let's make ourselves a little attachment here. And I think we can probably make it even extra extendo if we want to. I think that's probably way too long if we make it any longer than that. So, but let's put the hook in the middle just to be balanced if we can. Closer. Looks like we also have some clamps too. These thingies here, jaws. So we might be able to grab the box as well from either side. Okay, let's give this a shot. Hey, look at that. Cool. So I guess we just have to tip it off the top shelf. If we can position ourselves right below it. That should do. Pretty close. Oh, we're getting close. Let's add some more to it. I always like to design a vehicle that's trying to be multi-purpose instead of making it just for one particular job, but I guess this will help a little further. Looks like there is a maximum height that we can build to as well. We could buy another servo as well. If we want to. Nope, it's 175, very expensive, or 160 for that. Oh boy, spendy. Alright. Yes, we can operate things independently with Q and E. Ooh, this is getting really unbalanced now. Alright, let's try one of the hydraulics. Perfect. First try. Alright, so now we can change our design again. Kind of cool to be able to build a vehicle for one purpose, or of course to save. I think what we really want to do here is unlock even more parts, so that way it'll make it a little easier to make a vehicle. Well, let's see. We probably want to make something here that will be able to pick up this crate with jaws, so let's do this. If we make the vehicle longer, that'll make it a little bit more stable. Then if we make something jaws-wise, let's see what we can do here. So these jaws are just attachments that could go to the end of hydraulics. So we could grab it with one end. Oh, we could have a little bumper there too. Keep it away from the tires, that'll help. Go with something more like this. And then we can try to build a clamp on either side. Actually, wait. We can build a hydraulic lift here to bring it up and down. And then something to open and close. Actually, that might be too far. Yeah, so hydraulic pipe here. How do these jaws look? Oh, we could rotate this way. I would like it to attach it to the end here. Well, that would be fine. And we can attach another piece here. That's off a little bit, isn't it? Alright, that should do. I hope. Actually, I think we need to make this a little higher up. If we disconnect that, it'll probably disconnect everything. Let's try that again. We'll go out this far. We can go down. Ah, this will allow us to pick it up this high now. Which means the stability in the back will be super useful. There we go. Alright, I think this will be the best. That's some Raptorian engineering right there. Probably have to go out a little further, but we're just carrying the box, nothing in it. Oh, let's give this a try. Oh, this is perfect. Hey, look at that. Haha, like a glove. Perfect. Hey. All right, not bad. And it's nicely balanced. Okay. I'm proud of myself. Nice. Simple design, that'll do. Pretty stable. Pretty smooth ground, too. Let's get a little rough with it and see if we can... Well, it's still pretty stable. Wow. Alright. Good job, me. Thanks, myself. Oh, now we've unlocked the crate carrier. Well, they've kind of got the same idea, but it faces forward a little bit more. And we have a new contract for oranges. Wow, aren't you glad to see that? Okay, greenhouse to construction site. Oh, we're bringing everybody lunch. Okay. Well, let's try our Raptorian design. Oh, and now we have oranges that they don't want us to drop. Yeah, those are probably going to fall out of there. All right, back to the old drawing board. Let's save this design, if we can. How do we save our current vehicle? Let's see. Save to slot, right-click. There we go. Perfect. So if we adjust it or whatnot, we can make changes to the saves and make saves to the changes. Okay. Well, let's try this out. We can add a few more tires to the back, but... Yeah, this is like SnowRunner, trying to make sure your cargo doesn't jostle out of there. Oh, that's beautiful. Just adjust ourselves a little bit more. Perfect. Okay. As long as it doesn't slip out of there, we'll be alright. Remember, you can reset contracts from the map if you need to. Oh, I think we got it. Wow, this thing's way too stable. Like, I'm actually impressed. And we can always buy more pieces, too. Look at the oranges bouncing around. But I think we're okay. We'll save our money for a little more complicated job. Oh, I see some astronauts. Hey, guys. Oh, they'll take off if you try to ram them. Hi there. What you guys building? A Wendy's? Okay. Well, I brought you some oranges. Hope you guys are... Oh, you set up a little picnic table. How beautiful. Wow, what a gorgeous view from here. There you go, guys. Hope you're hungry. Wow. Pretty. And a new contract for a steel beam. That's probably over there that we got to get it at that, what looks to be a steel mill. Guys are doing a good job. So yeah, just like in SnowRunner, it looks like as we deliver supplies and stuff, things will get built, which we could probably use later. If they're building like a, I don't know, maybe like a launch site here or something, we can come back later and pick up more contracts. All right, steel beam from the steel mill. That's it right over there. Let's go pick that up then. And let's go into transport mode. So this is a good opportunity for us to scout out a route, too. To see kind of the smoothest area to transport this steel beam. My guess is that it's going to be long and heavy, so it might be a good idea to almost like put it up onto the back of the vehicle. There was some sort of way to grab it and lift it on to the vehicle lengthwise. That might be quite helpful. Ooh, there's a big old pit here. Woo, we're going to want to avoid that. We're probably going to want to go over that way. Would be nice to have a compass, but I like the minimalism in this game. Very nice. Wow, we could almost reach wide enough to grab this whole thing this way. But it'll be much too heavy. Okay, let's see what else we've got for parts. And we have everything still the same. We could buy some more of these. What do we have for cash? 150. We could buy for 25. That would be helpful for sure, but too heavy in the front. We could also use their crate carrier, but... Wait a minute. There's a little bit of a hole at the end of the steel beam there. We might be able to get a hook in there. Transport it that way. Hold on. Let's change our design a little bit. Okay. Let's do this. We might want to transport this thing right in the middle of our vehicle. So what we could do is we could build a servo like this. Actually, we want that over 2, don't we? Oh, my bad. Luckily with the Z key, we can quickly correct any oopsies. Alright, let's go ahead and try a servo there. So now we can do some hydraulic extendos. Now my goal is to basically transport this thing straight up and down in the center of it, so it'll look like kind of an upside down T. And if we can put a hook there, maybe that'll give us a little extra range. There we go. Well, let's try this out. Yep. Okay. We'll see if our vehicle's long enough to be stable. Okay. Wow, we're wearing it like a hat. Oh, we don't even need the hydraulics. That's cool. But we can use it if we need to, I guess, to make sure it doesn't jump out of there. Okay. Well, now we're on our way back to the construction site. That works. Our little hat. Oh, boy. Wow, it actually is working. Simple yet effective. Oh, look at the beautiful cliff, too. Gorgeous. It's just red Mars, but it certainly has some variety to it, doesn't it? Uh-oh. We've tipped over. Let's make it a little bit more stable. It's working okay, but I think we can make it a little better. It's not too bad. We could certainly increase the width of the wheels a bit. Let's go ahead and increase the width here. And here, I suppose. Unfortunately, I don't think we can add double tires. We can't double wheel things, but and we could always buy more of these connectors if we want to. In fact, let's do that. Oh, it's 25 F to buy. Okay, cool. Let's make it, what do you call that? Symmetrical? I don't see a symmetrical mode. That would be helpful. It maybe is there. I don't see it, though. Alright, that's going to be much better. So, a design that was good, but this will be even better. Except for they keep putting me on that rock. Leave me alone. Looks like all the wheels have turns, too, but it does seem like we can make changes to that in the menu. The ability to turn can be changed. Alright. Let's put on our hat again. Like a glove. Or I guess a hat in this case. Now we just gotta navigate through rocky soil. Now I believe this game could also be played with a controller. Right now, of course, just playing with a mouse and keyboard, which makes driving a little tough because you hit your maximum speed rather quickly. So if you're trying to maybe keep at a certain speed, it might be easier to use a trigger on a controller rather than using the mouse and keyboard to constantly tap, which is adjusting the speed all the time. Oh, I thought we were going over there. We're actually already at our destination. Not bad, boys. Alright. So we're pulling up to the whatever this is. I'm assuming it's a rocket launch site or something like that. Oh, and we have to deliver it just like how we transported it. It needs to be straight up and down, so that saved us some time. So there is a difference to how things need to be delivered. Oh, it looks like an observatory. And the guys are actually doing some construction. Cool. And a little bit of cash for that, too. Oh, it looks like we're going to need to come here either to hit the button or drive onto the elevator to deliver whatever's next up there. Okay, onto the telescope mirror from the laboratory to the construction site, 1.2 kilometers. Let's do it. So that is down there. I love this, man. Atmospheric, yet simple and dangerous. Wow. All right, we're going to have to drive up that way. Well, this thing's pretty stable. One of the things I've learned a lot about building vehicles like in Trailmakers is that you certainly want a lot of width to your vehicle as well. Because rolling over is almost more common than flipping over. And by that I mean, you know, hitting something and your vehicle rolling versus your vehicle just literally tipping over from your tight turns and having a vehicle be top heavy and just taking a turn being your downfall. Oh, look at this. Well, let's make a separate vehicle for this. We have to pick up a telescope. Maybe we could put a jaw at the end of it? How much money do we have? 275, to which a hydraulic cylinder is 175. Buy a few more of these connectors. They're actually quite good. Let's put that there. Okay. So that might help us to pick that up. Hooks are 60. Not sure what I would do with the jaws here. Let's take a look, though. Oh, only one of the connectors stayed. So that would allow us to keep that thing stable. Actually, if we balance this in the middle, it would keep everything nice and centered again. Ooh, those tires, though. Oh, this thing's really wide at the bottom. Well, if I can get the hydraulics in there. Or at the bottom. Oh, man. I can only imagine how different all the cargo is going to be. I'm glad it's not all crates and boxes. Oh. Wait a minute. Wow, okay. That worked out pretty good. Wow. Them RAPTORIA engineers, I tell you. Now, what if we lower this a little bit to make it more stable? Nope, I shouldn't have messed with it. So that actually unfastened it a little bit. I wonder if we can reset the cargo. Oh yeah, we can reset cargo at the point of pickup. I want to see if I can actually transport it secure like that. I'm having a feeling that I just got lucky because we were on flat ground. Let's see if we can reset. To which we can. Just hold R. There you go. Okay. So let's try this one more again. I think I just got lucky, to be honest. I don't think there was any sort of skill involved. It was all luck, no skill. Alright. Excuse me, sir. I'd like to secure the cargo if you don't mind. Yeah, because of the 3 posts, we're going to need to make sure we lock in on 2 of those. So, like, this would be perfect. We need to make sure, yeah, that's locked in securely. But that's certainly going to rotate, isn't it? Unless we do this. Now it's kind of tied down to the vehicle, although the back end is a little hanging. But since we can't necessarily make like a flatbed, this has nothing to rest on, so let's just drag this multi-million-dollar piece of equipment on the planet's surface. That'll be fine. We'd also try to lock it in reverse. I feel like there's a lot of options to transport this on this vehicle. We just need to find the right one. Let's just go ahead and transport it the way we were going to before. But really, we need to get up that hill, so it's not even about necessarily being on our vehicle, but can our vehicle get up there without rolling over? Let's try this again. There we go. And maybe we'll use this kind of more like a hook, if you will. There you go. Alright, well, it looks stable. Keeping it off the ground the best we can. I mean, it's not too bad. And our vehicle's really zipping. Not touching the ground too much. Hey, and a big old jump. Sweet. Cool. Alright, well, I mean, you know, it worked. So now the problem is we need to get on this elevator without hitting the button until we're all the way on this thing. Oh boy. Okay, that worked. I love this mirror. It looks like a little egg. You know, like over easy. I mean, sunny side up. Well, now we just need you to come along without knocking you off the elevator. So if you'd be so kind to come with me. Oh boy, this is a moment of truth. Yay! Hey, and it teleported us out of there. Nice. Not too bad. But certainly lots of room for improvement on all of our vehicles considering the funds that we've earned. But I think that's really the fun about these types of games is that they give you not enough, but just enough to keep you interested. And then, of course, enough to make better and bigger vehicles later on. Thank you for playing the Mars First Logistics demo. The full game includes many more stations to discover, parts and blueprints to unlock, and contracts to complete. Excellent. And I think we can go back to each of these previous jobs and reset them now, I think, by going back to the computers, to which we can fast travel too. So that's nice if you don't want to drive all the way to wherever. So now we've got, let's see, 400 and something points to spend. Yeah, which isn't that much, actually. Like the 2 hydraulic cylinders right there wipes us out to 75. So, and then maybe 2 more connectors or something, and then maybe another claw or whatnot. But more money for more deliveries. Very cool. I like this game. Very promising. Very clean art style. Very interesting concept where it looks very simple, very minimalistic, but there's going to be a lot in terms of building all sorts of types of vehicles and considering things like torque and different tire types and servos and hydraulic motors. Hey, what more could you want? He. All right, I'll see you all next time. Thank you very much for leaving a like on the way out. Thank you very much for subscribing, and I hope to see you all soon. Have a fantastic, afternoon, good evening, and a good night. Symbolic. No, subliminal. Yes. Goodbye. Glory to Raptoria.